There's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened. You have to believe that something different can happen. You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. Yeah. And you do that every single day. Soon you have a wall. And I think psychologically, the advantage that gives me over a lot of people that I have been in competition with in different situations is it's difficult to take the first step when you look how big. The task is never huge to me. It's always one brick.
Confucius said one time, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
I think both of my parents and my grandparents were achievers. There were very specific rules, and there was a constant desire to be better. We didn't grow up with the sense that where we were was where we were going to be. You know, we grew up with the sense that where we were almost didn't matter because we were becoming something greater. I always remember that my mother or father or grandmother would say, "That's great, baby. You did a really good job with that. That's incredible. Congratulations. Try this next time." For me, it was always, my biggest dream coming up was I wanted to hear one of my records on the radio. And I wanted to see someone hear my record on the radio. I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea. You know, I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent magic, right? That you're in a universe and 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 only equals 4 if you accept that 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 is going to be what I want it to be. There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want. I believe that I can create whatever I want to create. If I can put my head on it right, study it, learn the patterns, I feel very strongly that we are who we choose to be. I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea. You know, I want to represent an idea.